Hello to everyone. Myself Habibur Rahman, Assistant Professor of Business Administration, Islamic College Autonomous, 1 Guys, today I'd like to highlight a very important point with respect to our subject, Human Resource Management. That is Unit 1, Features of HRM as well as Objectives of HRM. First, features of HRM. Features can be determined as importance or nature or characteristics of HRM. The following are the points. Point number 1 speaks about it is universally, it is goal oriented, it adopts a systematic approach in handling the management, it is an ongoing activity, it is dynamic in nature, it focuses on the development of manpower resources, it is a science as well as an art, it is interdisciplinary. So guys, let's highlight what is universally HRM is. Human resource management relevance not just for a business organization alone. It has universal relevance. Effective management of the human resource is a task to be performed right from the household level to a government. Yes, guys, the management activity, which is not only happen in organization, but it also happens right from your home. That is what it is said at the last point. Human resource is a task to be performed right from the household level to a government. Even government do management, even your household activities, you guys are knowingly or unknowingly performing management activities. So point number 2 speaks about it is goal oriented. The goal of human resource management is to make the best use of the available manpower resources of the organization. Only then it is possible to achieve the organizational goals. Yes, guys, you should use each and every employees in the organization. No employee should come to the company and do time pass. You need to utilize the human resources. That is what it is called as human resource management. Previously, it was called as personnel management. There, human was treated like a money person, money oriented person. We pay them, they do tasks, that's it. But in HRM, they are treated as resources. Human are employees are the resources of the organizations under our subject. So next point speaks about it adopts a systematic approach in handling the management. Human resource management lays emphasis on a systematic approach to the task of managing the human resources of an organization. This is done by performance of 2 sets of functions, managerial functions, operative functions. Yes, guys, functions of HRM. In last video itself, we have seen the managerial functions, operative functions. Here, for everything, there should be a system. You have to follow the rules and regulations. For human resources also, you need to adopt certain system. Then only you can achieve the organizational goals very easily. System here refers to the employees in time, out time, the employees' attitudes, time management of the employees, attendance of the employees, absenteeism of the employees, job satisfaction of the employees, work-life balance of the employees, and so on. So point number 4 speaks about it is an ongoing activity. Human resource management is not something that is required only at a particular point of time. It is a continuous process. Yes, guys, management means a continuous process only. It has no end point. It always goes on till the world ends. Because everywhere, even it is an organization or institutions or whatever it may be, you have to do management. And point number 5 speaks about it is dynamic in nature. Management of human resource is the most challenging task of every manager. This is because human resource has certain peculiar characteristics. People have feelings and therefore they cannot be handled like machine. Yes, guys. Dynamic means change. The HR manager should always adopt change to manage the employees of the organization, because different employees have different feelings, different characteristics, different attributes. So you need to handle and manage the employees equally. There should be no bias. There should be no partiality between the employees. So being a HR manager, you are the responsible person for such an activities in the organization. Point number 6, it focuses on the development of manpower resources. Human resource development is a part of HRM. Development of the human resource is an important task of any organization. Yes, guys, always you have to focus on development of employees. Training program will be given to the freshers or newly joined employees, but development programs can be given only to those employees who are already working in the organizations. Development program again has certain objectives. If manager is going to retire within the period of 2 months, assistant manager will take in charge of manager for the period of 2 months, and he will learn everything under the guidance of the superior managers. So development programs should be given to existing employees. If technology develops, if you implement new technologies in your organization, again you need to give development programs to the employees of the organization to handle such machineries, such technologies properly. Next, point number 7, it is a science as well as an art. The HRM is both a science and art. As a science, it relies on experiments and observations for the sake of making inferences. And art, it has lots of theories to handle it. Yes, guys, human resource management is science and art. It has science. How? The thing is, if employees takes leave, absent for a day, you will do research. You will ask what are the reasons for absenteeism. Employees will tell his reasons, his excuses. There you need to do research. It is an art because it has lots of theories to implement in the organization. And last point, it is interdisciplinary. HRM does make use of the concepts of subjects such as sociology, psychology, economic, etc. So it is an interdisciplinary approach in nature. Yes, guys, everyone who knows management, who has management skills, can easily go to management department. For example, even in school, whatever the course you have selected and studied, you can take BBA in college. Whatever the undergraduate course you did, you can take MBA in post-graduation degree, because management is open door for all. Similarly, in organization also, anyone who is having management skills can manage the team easily. And next topic, objectives of human resource management. Point number 1 is to make an optimum utilization of the human resource of the organization. Point number 2, to ensure that the organization has the required number of staff. Point number 3, to establish and maintain a sound organizational structure. Point number 4, to analyze personal and organizational goals. Point number 5, to provide scope for the development of personnel. Point number 6, to ensure that the employees have higher job satisfaction. Point number 7, to provide scope for participation in decision making. So guys, let's highlight point number 1. To make an optimum utilization of the human resource of the organization. Human resource of the organization shall work to his potentials. Only then the amount spent on the human resource will be justified. Yes, guys, you need to utilize human resources in an organization effectively. Point number 2, to ensure that the organization has the required number of staff. It is the duty of HR manager to ensure that the organization has the required number of staff. There should not be any surplus or storage of employees in an organization. Yes, guys, the employees in the organization should be perfect. There should not be any surplus employees or shortage of employees in any organization. If there is a surplus or shortage, definitely the production process may affect. Point number 3, to establish and maintain a sound organizational structure. HRM aims at dividing the organizational tasks into different functions, jobs and positions. The authority and responsibility associated with each position is clearly defined. So sound organizational structure is required in an organization. Point number 4, to analyze personal and organizational goals. There is often a clash between individual goals and organizational goals. HRM aims at integrating personal and organizational goals by guiding the employees to work with more commitment towards the organizational goals. Yes, guys, employees' goals, organizational goals must be same. Then only the organization develops. If employees goals is different, organizational goals is different, it has mismatch, then the organizational objectives cannot be attained very easily. The mission and vision of the organization might not be fulfilled at the period of particular time accordingly. Next point speaks about to provide scope for the development of personnel. HRM provides scope for the employees to enrich their job knowledge and skill by undergoing relevant training programs. Yes, guys, always we have to focus on development of the employees in an organization. Point number 6, to ensure that the employees have higher job satisfaction. HRM ensure a higher level of job satisfaction among employees by providing them both monetary and non-monetary benefits. So guys, being a HR manager, you should be very careful tackling the employees or handling the employees of the organization. You should always focus on providing the monetary and non-monetary benefits to the employees of the organization. Next point, point number 7, to provide scope for participation in decision making. Under HRM, the employees are involved in the process of decision making. The management does not take unilateral decision, so management will take bilateral decision. Perhaps the organization will also focus on organizational peace and harmony. Yes, guys, you should always allow your employees to take part in decision making meetings. They will give their ideas for the development of the organization, for the development of the employees of the organization, and so on, and you need to behave accordingly. And thank you. In the next video we'll discuss about the next topic. Wish you all the best.